Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel JD Tech Academy. This is Joydeep and today we'll be exploring some more aspects of the Active Directory domain and domain controller and other parts like setting up a user, how to create a user and a few other things that I'll tell you about domain controller. Okay, let's start the video. So here we'll go to the server manager directly, go to tools and go to Active Directory users and computers. So as you can see, my domain is there, jdtechacademy.com. Inside this, we have computers and you can see my PC 01. This is the one which we had connected the last time. This is one of the virtual endpoints that we created, right? You remember, I will show you. This is the Windows 11 endpoint that we have created last time and connected it to my domain. As you can see, it is in my network jdtechacademy.com, right? So it is connected to my domain controller, which I have created here in Windows Server, right? So let's go to the users tab here, okay? And you can right click and click on new, okay? And then user, right? So you can just go here and create a user. You will get this dialog box as you can see on my screen. This says new object user, right? And it says create in jdtechacademy.com/users, right? So this is the folder where my users will get created. My domain is jdtechacademy.com and there's a folder called users, right? So there it will create the new user. For example, let's say I'll create server administrator. Okay, this is one of my user and the display name will be server administrator, you can see. And we can give it a short name as well, SA1, right? So this will be the logon username, sa1@jdtechacademy.com. But when you log in on the screen, you will get server administrator as the display name, right? So let's click on next. So here you get to create a password for this user. You can create any password which you like, right? So I'll create and then the confirm password. And below that, you get a couple of options. Let me explain that for you. So the first one is user must change password at next logon. Okay. So when you create a user, so basically we will be doing that in a production environment where you will be onboarding new users into your environment, right? Just for example, there is a new joiner in your environment and you want to onboard them. They must have a Active Directory account in your organization so that they can log in to their laptops and they can access basic services, right? Like file servers and all. So the first option here says user must change password at next logon. So when you're creating this for a user, you can enable this so that the user will get a option to change the password at their level, right? So maybe you create a temporary password for them and you select this option, so they will get the option to change the password for them, right? Okay, so that is the first one. So I'm going to uncheck that. I'm not going to use that here currently, right? So second option says a user cannot change password. Okay, if you select this, so they will not have an option to change the password. Even if they try to change, they cannot. Okay, the third one says password never expires. Okay, generally we don't use this option in our organization anywhere. Maybe anywhere, not in my organization. It may be anywhere. Okay, in any organization, people never use this. Password never expires until and unless it is a system or service account. That is a different thing, right? For basic users, the new joiners that onboard into your organization, so for any of the user, we don't select this thing. It says password never expires. If you click this, their password will never expire and they will not change their password over a period of time, right? So that is not a good practice from a point of view of information security. So that is the third option. So we don't click that, right? And the fourth one says account is disabled. Whenever you have a account created, right, it can be changed later also. I'll show you, it comes as a part of properties as well. So if you check mark the fourth account, it's fourth option, sorry, uh, it says account is disabled. This will make the account disable and the user will not be able to access the laptop or any other services, right? So let's move on and we will create this account, right? As you can see here, it has created an account server administrator. So wherever I have my machines connected, right? I have a few of the machines which is connected to my domain. So if I try to log in to that domain, since my user is in the current domain, right? So it will be able to log into that one, right? So there are few things like we can make it restricted, like it cannot log into a particular PC or something. That's a different thing at all. I will let you know at a later stage. But just for now, you remember this is in our uh, domain and it can be used to log into our devices, right? So I'll just go ahead and right click on this and go to properties. Okay. So here you can see the user properties here, right? So this is the first name and the last name that I set, and this is the display name, correct? And below you can see the description. You can mention the description as well. Like, there are basic things. Let me tell you, give me. So as you can see here, we have description. I, yo, stop. So moving on, you can see there is a description here. So you can mention the description, right? So you can go ahead and give it something like this is used for managing servers. So basically I created a common account like kind of thing, right? So I'm just mentioning that if it is for users, you can also leave it. So yeah, that is as per the requirements that is set in your organization that you can use it, all right? You can mention the office name, like in which location the office is. You can mention that, right? You can enter the telephone number if you have got the telephone number. Like basically, if a new joiner is there in our organization, so we get their telephone numbers here from the HR, right? So if you don't have that, that's nothing to worry about. You can enter their email address or web page, anything. These are the options, and you can check in this address thing, right? So basically, in the address thing, we set the address where the office is located, right? We don't use it to set the personal addresses of the employees. So you can go ahead or you can just skip this thing. And in the account thing, you can see the user logon name, the small name, right? Even I can keep it as the complete name, like service server administrator one at the rate GD Tech Academy or something like that, right? So as you can see, this is where if a user's account is logged, we can unlock the account as well. If you go here, if you check mark this and click on apply, it will unlock the user account, right? And here we get that option. So whatever I told you, right? While creating, you got these four options. Like, so here you have few more options here, right? So whenever a user exists from the organization and we need to disable their account. So here is where you will click on the account is disabled check mark and click on apply. That makes the account disabled and the user will lose access to all their services, right? Linked with this account. You can go to profile and there is a user profile. So you can use this to assign a profile path for the user home folder, like if they have any shared drive or some access to something. So let's say the user will not have a device of their own. In some organizations, they assign thin clients or some computers where they will rotate the users. It is not like one user sits in the same computers every day, right? So this happens in some organization, and then you can assign the local path for that account. So it will fetch everything which is there in an account, there in their home folder, and the user will get all the data, right? Okay. Now let's move on to the telephones. It is nothing but you can add their telephone numbers or their office numbers, whatever is assigned to them. You can, in the organization tab, assign the job title. And just for example, if you can type system engineer, right? So system engineer, system administrator, or server administrator, anything, whatever is their job. And in department, you can assign their department like sales or maybe marketing, maybe IT, depending upon the user where he has, he has joined in whatever department. And below is the manager name. Okay, you can click on change and you can select the manager's account here, right? So if you type account name, so it will become a manager for that. Let me type in admin Windows 11 that I created in the last step, right? So you can see this came as the manager, all right? So if I click on apply, it shows the manager name here, right? So in the real world scenario, you can select the manager's name here or manager's AD account, and it will get assigned to this, right? Here we have a tab which says member of. So member of is something like you can give the users some accesses, right? So generally it will be domain users. We keep it this way. But if there are some developers who want, local administrator access or something, right? So that is based on the special request, the special approvals. You can add them to different account, different groups. Like, let me show you to you, administrators. If I add this group name here, so the user will become member of this group name, right? Member of administrators. If he gets, if the username is inside this group, so the user will be able to do local administrator tasks like installing softwares, modifying settings, modifying IP addresses, anything, right? So generally, we don't give this ability for all of them, right? So I'll just remove it from here. Yeah. So now you can see there are a few other tabs like sessions tab also. You can just go ahead and disconnect from session, allow connection from any client. You can just explore these things. Uh, so that is all about the users tab, like how you can create a user, how you can manage, how you can add the groups to them. Okay. The groups is a very powerful thing which we can use at a later point. I will show you at a later point, like how you can assign softwares to the users, and you can assign any particular setting to that particular user, right? So you can use group policies for that. I'll show you that in a later video, but for today's video, that's it. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Till then, take care and bye bye. If you have not subscribed already, just to go ahead and subscribe to my channel and like and comment. If you have any queries or any doubts related to this video, you can go ahead and comment there. I will try to clarify that as well, right? So till then, take care and bye.